Hey campers, Georgia, back in the man cave. Mary's napping. It's early, chilly morning. Woke up this morning and I thought, what to do. Well, if you watched my channel before, and I was struggling with what to do because I have so many projects from mail calls and antiquing and all that good stuff, I get distracted. I'll get a new mail call and want to do something from there when I was planning on, you know how that goes, right? So way back when, I made this. It's a little wooden dice. Yeah. Think I'm going to start doing this again. This is my decision maker. Let's check it out. So what I was thinking is I have all these projects. I've got so many that I want to do and I can't make a decision what to do next. So I've always had my up next dice that I made a while ago. And I was thinking, how can I use this to get myself on track? Well, I'm thinking at least once a week, I'm going to pull this out and give it a spin. How it's going to work? Well, let me show you. As you can see, I have a box of bags and boxes and all sorts of things around. And I was really having a problem keeping track of who I got what from when and how. So I started putting everything into bags with the letters and everything that came from mail call, or if I went to an antique store or something like that. And I put them in these boxes, and I thought that would help. Yeah, not so much. So what I decided to do is this. 6 numbers on the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packets here. Now these packets are actually older mail calls. I'm going from old to latest. So what I'll do is we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Throw the dice, whatever packet comes up, we'll open it up, have a look, see, and see if there's a project we can do. And we'll do that project. When that one's done, we'll put the other 5 in this box. We'll add 1 from there to that box so that next week we can repeat and rinse and repeat. That's the plan. So, let's give it a go. I've got my dice. Let's throw them. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It's this one. Put these back in here. And let's see what's in here that we can play with. Okay, let's see what's in the bag. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nines. Oh, more than that. 2, 4, 6, 7. And this is from Jason. And I forgot to put his address or state in here. That's not good. No, that's my place. Unfortunately, sorry, Jason. We'll figure it out. So, what have we got? 7 knives. We have, Camp King Imperial stainless steel, and somebody's name on the bolster. See that? Look at that. Imperial stainless. I don't know where that comes from. I have to figure out how old this is. Well, all silver, not so much. What to do? Okay, so we've got a Camp King, which needs a clean. Blades look good. Okay, needs a bow. We have fisherman. Soft spy. This one here, all silver. Does that look cool? Looking all. Yep, Imperial. Oops. See it there? Doesn't have the covers on it. I'm not so sure I want to put a cover on it. That looks pretty cool, right? I've never thought about that. Wonder if he just shined it up. No. We got, if we're going to do this one, and it looks in pretty good shape, we got to put scales on, because that's what we do. A little Vic. What can you do to a Vic? Nothing. They stay sharp, shiny, and all things all the time. This is a Vic, right? It's an older one. Huh. It's a Wenger Delmont. Switzerland. Stainless. Ooh. Wow, we can just... You know what? I'm just going to clean this one up. And if you look at the handle, it's a little scratched in that. We'll give it a good rub. Right? Get it all shiny and it can go into the box. This is nice. That's a quick job. So that's in. That's in. And here we have an IAM, Local International Association of Masons. I don't know. I am in Local Lodge 2430 Retirees Banquet, 1980. Glad. And it's one of those, what I call a Swiss tree. And this is Shock and Horror Colonial. Wow. Do I have a Colonial like this? I don't think I do. We'd have to really give this a good cleaning. A lot of blades on this one. So there's that. Then we got this, which we can't do anything to. Remember this guy? Klein Tools. Yeah, Klein and Sons. Then we've got this one, which is either a Hammer brand or an Imperial, right? It's an Imperial. Yeah, oh, it's an older Imperial as well. It says Imperial Providence, USA at the bottom. See that? And this is a two-blade jack, equal end, with a budge. Here's the info. I'll put the info up on the other ones as well. This is a nice one. Look at this. Cracked ice. And it's in pretty good condition too. Huh. Okay. And then we have this guy, which is a white. It's unusual. Look at the shape of the handle. See how this goes up? It gives you a lot more pressure. And oh, okay, there it is. There it is. It's a Cutmaster. Look at that. This would make a nice fish knife, right? Right? A fixed blade. Whew. Just needs a shine. But you've got to be careful not to get rid of that Cutmaster. You can barely see it. Let me see if I can get you to see it. You see it there? Too much light. There we go. See, it says Cutmaster Stainless. Didn't know they did that. Okay, now we're going to make a decision here. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 knives. And now I have another problem. I don't have another problem. We're doing this one anyway. And we can't do anything from this one. So, 1 out of 5, right? Ready? Oh, we've got to line them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imperial. This is it. So we got these two. Clean, polish, sharp and shine, right? Let's have at it. And I need to go shower, shave, breakfast. I'll be back. cleaned, restored, eaten. We're good to go. Let's have a look at these little ne'er-do-wells. So here we have that little Vic. Now you saw the tank stamp here. Can you see it's a Wenger, whatever, Dumont. I gotta learn to speak. Very cool. Such a little knife. They're so well known at what they do, these guys. So anyway, all this guy needs is a bit of a polish up. So that's all I'm going to do to this guy. And we'll do that first, because then we have this guy. This guy, you see the tank stamp makes it a pretty old guy. And of course, cracked ice, pretty good. It's going to need a little bit of a cleanup. We'll be going over the blades. They're in good shape. They'll just need to be, got to get rid of this gunk on it and everything inside here. The bolsters, clean the blades up, and of course, sharpen them up. So we'll do that. Let's get this guy. I'm just going to try with some polish first. Do I want to use mothers? Now we'll use mothers. If we decide to use him as a carry, we'll wash it off, because this is a little toxic. You don't want to be using it on fruit prep stuff. So let's have a go at it. So let's see how we go here. You don't have to press hard, and this stuff gets hot in a hurry when you go too fast. Take your time. You don't want to be melting anything on this. Doesn't seem to be anything coming off, which means we're not getting rid of that rough stuff. Well, let's see. You want to get, it leaves a residue, so you got to get that off. Well, it's a little shinier, but you still got the rough stuff. I don't really want to be sanding this because the badge. But let's give it a try on this side and see how it does, and go from there. Same thing again. Don't be, you'll feel it heat up. Don't have to press hard. I don't know what their material is that they use on these. Should look that up. It's a little bit of red coming off, so I suppose it is doing something, right? Let's see. It does shine it up, and you know, it gives it a nice shine. That's all you really want. Let's see what we can do with the blades here. They're in pretty good condition, so mud as it is. Huh. I mean, they're in pretty good condition, so we scored there. Huh. I don't want to use it. I'm putting too much on. So I read up a little bit about this Wenger Delmont Victorinox deal, and just quickly, Victorinox bought Wenger in 2005. They took over the company, but they still ran them separately. You know, Wenger was still a separate company. They didn't merge them until like 2014 or 17. I can't remember exactly. And you know, they merged the two, but Victorinox still produced some of the knives with that tank stamp, the Wenger Delmont tank stamp. I thought that was interesting. Huh. But they do make a pretty knife. So there you go. Shines up very nice. I mean, you know, they make a good knife. I mean, they're pretty and they last forever. And you find these little guys everywhere. Well, probably not the Wenger, but, you know, Victorinox in everybody's junk drawer at home, in their pocket, in their car, anywhere they keep keys. You'll find these guys. Well, not particularly this one because it doesn't have a way to hook it onto your keys, but you know, this is something a lady could carry in her purse, you know, a small little purse, be handy to have. Beautiful little knives. And this will go to my collection because why? Don't have one, which is always a good thing. I really like this style though. Beautiful. Okay, this guy, the Imperial, and that particular tank stamp, 1946 to 1956. Let's clean him up. So the first thing we're going to do is clean the blades. We'll start with, 600. And we'll go through everything. These blades are sharp. Well, they have an edge. We'll go through 600 and all the metal, and then go 1000, see how we're doing, and maybe 10,000. And then we've got to clean the wells and everything. So here we go. Now you don't have to press hard, always support your blade, try and take as much tension off the bolsters. And you don't have to press hard, you just have to be consistent. I always start off cleaning the ricasso here, and I'll go back and forth, run around, but I always end off with a long stroke. So here we go. And down. You don't have to press hard. If you press too hard, it starts to scratch because the grain's pretty heavy. Although 500 is not bad. I might have to go lower. Well, let's see how we do with the rough stuff. Don't forget your spine. And you have a tip here. Find if you just dig it in, you don't want to be stabbing that and it comes through here because it's going to sting. Here's a trick. This gives you more ricasso to clean. It's pretty scratched up. Be careful you don't catch this, because it will break. They get pretty brittle. We're basically getting the obvious stuff off. You want to avoid rubbing the scales. Let's clean the inside. If you're lucky, the well is wide enough to get this in and even double it over. It saves you a lot of time. Not going to be able to do that here, so I just get some regular sandpaper. This is 2000. You can see I've been folding it up. You double it over until you get it touching both sides. Don't forget, protect yourself. It is a sharp and shiny. Here we are with the
5 to 600. You can see how scratched up the blades are. The way they sharpened it as well, the edge, the angle is not consistent at all, but it's looking better already. So let's go to 800 to 1000 and see how much damage we can do. So here we are at 1000. It's cleaning up nicely. Now I'm going to go to 10,000, and I'm also going to use it on here, but very lightly. We'll do that quickly. So I've done finishing the metal. Now I want to do the scale. Don't use old paper. You've got all this residue left on it, and when you rub onto this, it'll deposit it in there when it warms up. It's going to wipe the whole blade off, the knife off. Start with a nice clean sheet. And rub slowly and lightly. So there we are, 10,000. Now we're just going to use some mothers again. I like to use mud. And there you are. Look at that. They clean up nice, don't they? You've got some staining on the cracked ice here, but not a lot you can do about that. But a nice, more consistent shine, and it looks all shiny. Just need to make it sharp. You can see the scratches. But in between those scratches, it's really shiny. Ooh, shiny and sharp.
Oiling them gets the goop out. Plus it looks after your stuff. So there you are. This guy cleaned up very nice, right? And of course we had that very quick little Vic cleanup. That was nice and easy, just a quick polish and put it in with the rest. This guy turned out way better than I thought it would. Nice and shiny, nice and sharp. Very cool. Imperial. A nice Imperial too. What is it? Equal end, 2-blade jack. Right? So there you are. A dicey day. It's always a good thing to roll the dice if you're not sure. Yeah. Struggled trying to make a decision. I've got so many projects, and like I said, every time I get a mail call, I find a new knife, whatever, I'm like, okay, I've got to do this, and then I see something else, mail call, yeah, and it rolls, and then I've got 20, and I don't know where to start. So I think I'm going to make this a regular thing. Once a week, I'll roll the dice. We'll pull the bags out, roll the dice, and see what we come up with. Who knows, right? You will be safe out there, especially when you're doing this. You saw me tape up the blades, kind of important, because they're sharp and shiny. Although they weren't really sharp when I was working on it, they still had an edge. Not a good edge, but enough. And of course, this cracked ice is really like this. I really like cracked ice. It's a pretty cover. You can't beat it. You know, Hammer brand comes out with all those different ones, and they look cool, but this is just a different look. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Hopefully tomorrow I won't have to make a big decision and grab the dice. I know I have some more mail calls coming in, so brace yourself, campers. That means more projects. They'll just go into the whole row. We'll just rotate them around until we don't have any left, right? My collection is finally starting to grow. Something I didn't realize. You know, when I finish a project, I put it in with everything else. Like you saw, I just put it in whatever bag, storage bag it goes into. You know, I don't realize it. I looked through all the bags that I have, and there's probably 6 or 7 electricians in there that I don't have in my collection. So my collections are not as small as I seem to think they are. Oh boy. Thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And we'll see you again soon.